Hey, this is John. Welcome back to Infinite Resources 2. So let's keep working towards that magmatic dynamo. So I did go ahead between episodes and build the second smeltery, and I set up the automation with refined storage and XNet. I spared you the build process because it's annoying sometimes to watch me build these systems and then redo it 14 times. So, okay, we have two more or less identical smelteries. I made a second casting table and a second ingot cast. We've got the lever on for these right now. We'll need to make more of these later on, but it's fine for now. They both have a casting basin. Won't be using that too often, but if we want to. Also, we're not using the hoppers anymore, so these do not pull out automatically right now. So making seared glass will be difficult for the moment. So hopefully we don't need any more for right now. I've got this guy as an on-off switch. His job is to turn off this connector. This connector is an interface which exports all the ores from our system. So we just dump those in the system now. They automatically come out here to be doubled. There are only 9 types of ore that we're going to get in this game, I think, at least that we're mining for right now. If we have more in the future, we'll do something else. I don't know. And I've got them split kind of 5 and 4. So this side should not mix with this side. Iron and nickel combine to make Invar. We don't want that. Silver and gold make Electrum. We don't want that. Tin and copper make bronze. We don't want that. These three don't mix, so I put these 5 over here. We'll get less lead and yellowite than we will iron and copper. So, well, iron anyway. We're going to get a lot of iron. So this one, mostly I want doing iron, and then whatever else it has to do to not mix with these over here. So iron and gold will be our primary things we're going to use this for. Now, we might want to take those and triple them sometimes. I won't always put them in the system, but right now I think we are out of Cinnabar, so I don't even have an option triple at the moment. Alright, so I've got these hoppers here in case we want to do anything manual, like, clear glass. Can't imagine using that right now, but we'll see. We've got these XNet connectors and wires going to all of the pieces. So we've got one here and here for the lava and the smeltery. We've got one on these casting tables that pull things out. We've got one for the lever, the 2 interfaces. This is the fluid interface to export lava from the system. And here is our controller. The controller is the only thing that needs power here, so I just put the flux point right on him. Okay, so the controller is pretty simple. We've got our first channel being the lava channel. It extracts from the fluid interface and inserts into the 2 seared tanks, so it always keeps them full. Second channel is for the input. This is extracting from our interface and inserting into these, which are filtered to what they can accept. So the left guy, I think, nope, right guy, doesn't matter. The right guy does gold, nickel, tin, yellowite, and lead. The left guy does the iron, silver, copper, and cobalt. Like I said, optimized to not make alloys and to be as efficient as possible for what we can put in the smeltery at once. All right. I think that's pretty much it. The input is pretty basic. Interfaces are both inputs and outputs, so we can pull things from the seared casting table and put them back in the system when they're done processing. So that's everything except the lever, which simply reads if it's on, and if it is, it outputs signal to this guy to turn on, who is only working with a redstone signal. Alright, so there is our new smeltery system. So yeah, we've got that going. So now we should be able to automate any kind of alloys using the induction smelter rather than doing it with that guy. And we can make more alloys now if we wanted to. So if I wanted to have Signalum in the system, which, I probably do, we should do that. So I forget which one. I think Constantin conflicts with bronze. So if they're trying to make Constantan and bronze at the same time, it doesn't work. But other than that, everything is fine. And Constantan, that's something you need a lot, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem once we have all of the ores in there as much as we need, or all the alloys in there for what we need. So let's see about upgrading some of the machines and getting this magmatic dynamo for some extra power. So let's start with this. So we couldn't make before. We didn't have any Invar, which started me down the path of making those smelteries and doing the alloying in the induction smelter. So yeah, now we can make this guy. So I like to upgrade him, and I want to upgrade him past the hardened stage. So the integral components, there's reinforced, hardened, and resonant. If we could go resonant, that'd be great. If we can't, reinforced will be good. So let's see if we can get reinforced. This requires electrum and signalum. So do you have my signalum yet? You do. Good. So let's tell this guy we want to keep 10 signalum at a time in the system. That way we can have it for whatever we might need. That'll be enough for these signalum gears. And I think everything else should be okay, except we might run out of quartz at some point, but we'll see. Okay, so looks like we can do something with that. And then signalum gears should be this. And can you make, you can't make that. You know how to make that as well. Okay, so I think all of that should be good. So where are our crafters? Yeah. All right, you need to go here, here, and here. So now you can make integral components. Let's see if we can do resonant. That's probably not going to be an option. We need Lumium, some kind of hardened glass, and let's see here. Can you make Lumium? I mean, you should be able to, I think. So, yeah, it's silver, glowstone, and tin. That should be doable. Can you make Enderium? You need 2 ender pearls for that. All right. Let's make at least one set. How many ender pearls do we have? We're not terribly low right now. We are about to run out of diamonds, but we have a few more. I think we can at least get this one thing to be resonant. So let's see about getting that. Let's say I wanted to make this pattern as well. We're going to need hardened glass. We're going to need Lumium Gears. And the Enderium, I think that's everything except for the hardened glass. The recipe for that is quartz, obsidian, and sand. Okay, that should be fine for that. So let's go induction smelter. These are both regular crafting patterns. So there we go, Lumium Gears. Do you have my Lumium yet? Yes. Do you have my Enderium yet? You've got it. Ooh, it takes 2 ender pearls for 2 of them? Is that what I'm hearing? Wow. Okay. Well, you know, we'll make some of this, and we'll make less of this. So let's do 4 for the time being. That'll get us the resonant thing that I want. And after that, we'll see what we can do. I mean, I can get more pearls. It's not a problem to get pearls. Just need to get that. Hardened glass, we should probably make some of that too. So if I make that, you're probably making ores right now, aren't you? What are you doing? You are going quite slowly. Yeah. We'll just burn through the power and make that all work. Okay, there is the hardened glass that I wanted. So let's take the hardened glass What happened there? There we go. And let's say we should keep 10 of you in the system at all times. Okay, so that should be good for that. So let's make some resonant integral components. And I hope should be able to just make them pretty quickly, actually. Yeah. All right, that will get him up to 160 RF per tick, just like the biofuel generators. But we might be able to get these auxiliary reaction chamber guys. We do need these signalum plates. Those are going to be a pain. We're going to have to automate the multi-servo press. So we'll hold off on that. We'll just do this for now. So I need an ender tank, and we don't have any blaze rods. Let me think if we have another option, and if not, I will go farming, because, you know, we can do that. So let's see here. Okay, yeah, good job. You placed the wrong way, because that's what you do. See, look at this. Look at this. Why does it not just alternate all the sides? So stupid. Whatever. I love that feature of, what is it? Not refined storage. Yeah, refined storage. I love that feature of refined storage. That's the best thing ever. We need to get the lava in here somehow. So, I mean, actually all we're going to do is take the ender tank and put it on top of here. So I made this, but I can't do anything with him right now. So yeah, I did make a third biofuel generator because as you can see, we are going up in power now, but we are empty on all of these buffers. So yeah. Ooh, running low on biofuel as well. Better go fix that too. Okay, I am going to go mine. No, I'm going to go farm some blaze rods and ender pearls and get some more biofuel readying. And when we come back, we'll do something. We'll finish this build. That's what we'll do. All right. See you in a minute. Alright, back from farming. Got half a stack of blaze rods and half a stack of ender pearls. So should be able to keep going with our projects for now. So we need to make an ender tank so we can get the lava down into that guy. We're going to need some red dye as well. I need 3 of those. 2, 3, there we go. So let's get that going. There we go. And let's get this guy out to break him since he's faster. Let's go down here. Alright, so... And I should have done something with that, but I didn't, so... Let's see here. Let's get a pipe. So we can do that. We need a pipe wrench. There we go. So I want this to go in, and yeah, none of that should have mattered because it can't actually go in those places. So if we hit this, it will now generate 160 RF per tick. Alright, cool. All we have to do now is get that auxiliary guy, and we could do twice that and really get some decent power, you know, for a while anyway. So yeah, after this we'll have to go into extreme reactors, I think. Well, there was that complicated thing from RF tools, but it just seems too complicated to me. So I like big systems, but sometimes, like the Game of Life thing for Botania, getting mana. I mean, that's cool, but man, that's too much for me. So no, thank you. All right, so yeah, that takes care of that. I would like to get this guy, the Flux Controller, so we can do wireless charging. So let's see if we can do that. Well, you can't if you, take that away. So, yeah, I think that should work. And there we go, a Flux Controller. So, we're going to put this guy. I think it doesn't matter, because as far as I can tell, this seems to work from anywhere. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it seems like it works from anywhere. Okay, so this guy is going to be on the power network. Wireless charging is going to be for the curio slots, and we're going to enable wireless charging. So, do you work? So far, I'd say you don't. You have to hit that and then hit apply. Okay. There we go. Now I think it's working. Okay. And we're getting 2000 RF per tick, which is the limit of what I can pull out of that guy down there, I think. Yeah, he could do more, but he can't right now. All right, let's see here. This is fine. We'll have to get an upgrade for our pipe to pull out this to go in there at some point, but this is fine for now. Why don't we upgrade a couple of these things to reinforced components? So let's get a reinforced integral component. Let's get one of those. Yeah, let's get one of those. And then, okay, let's start with the energy cell. Okay. So now he can do 9 million RF. That's not bad. Okay, so this guy could also use a reinforced augment. That would put him up to 120 RF per tick. So let's do that as well. Are you building stuff? You're building stuff. Yep. This thing's slow. Get going. I think we ought to put the reinforcing in that guy first. What? Are you still waiting? Hurry up. Okay, there we go. Reinforce guy. So let's chuck this in here. Okay. You have no augment either. Let's get another reinforce for that guy. Alright, there we go. Reinforced for that. So make our redstone furnace faster. Okay. So we need one for him. Yeah, let's go. Actually, let's take a break for a second. I want to make some travel anchors because they will help us get around the base easier. So we need a bunch of iron and some ender pearls to make each one. I want at least 2 right now, and we're out of iron again. Okay, we'll get some more later. 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to start by putting this one here and find storage room. And then let's go down to the power room. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5? No, this is 5. Okay. This is power room? Power gen room. Okay. Why are you stone? Supposed to be that. Okay. That's good for that. Okay, so yeah. Now we can get back and forth between these two places very easily. Okay, so integral components. I want another one of those for the other generator. There we go. Can take that out. And now we're doing almost as good as we can. This guy could have an auxiliary guy, and that would make him faster as well. He'd burn through lava faster, but honestly, who cares? We got lots of lava. We have unlimited lava right now, so that shouldn't be a problem. But to do that, we're going to need a multi-servo press. This guy. So let's get one of those if we can. Looks like you can make all those things. No, you can't make Enchanting Gears. Okay. Teach you how to make Enchanting Gears real quick. You know how to make Enchanting? You do. But you're not auto-processing it right now. Ignalum, Lumium, and Derium, but no Enchanting. I probably saved that for last because he's going to be the hardest. He's the one that will conflict with the bronze. But other than that, should be fine. Okay, so there we go. Multi-servo press. So when I did that, I might have pulled bronze out of the system and messed this guy up. Looks like he's okay, though, for right now. I've probably had more bronze than that in there. But if you ever use bronze and Enchanting at the same time, this guy could get messed up. So we could make a second induction smelter or think of something else, but it's fine, I think, for now. All right, where is he going to go? He was going to go right here, but then this guy went here. Should I replace the centrifugal separator we're not using right now? I think I will. Okay. Up and out. Okay. We're going to need a crafter for this guy. Let's get one of those. Oh, we're out of iron. How much cinnabar do we have? 3. Okay. That's not so good. Let's see if this guy has any iron for me. Well, he's got a lot of diorite and dirt. That's not as helpful. He's got some iron. Let's just do this. Let's just break the chest, because most of this stuff will simply go into my guy. Okay, there we go. So there we go. He's all dumped out, so not you, you. Okay, so we'll put the chest back. He needs to have the other thing, but I want to filter what goes in there first. I don't want all of that stuff going in the system. So I'm going to do that a little bit differently. Looks like we have a stack and a half of iron almost from that, though, so that's not bad. Alright, so we don't do this anymore. We simply dump everything into the system. Okay, yeah, that would be the everything. Okay, so what should be happening is he should be full of iron, and then he will pour that out, and it will come in here. So, yeah. It would be good to make, you know, like way more of these to pull this stuff out faster, but we'll deal with that later. Right now, I think we're going to do okay. So, we were trying to make a multi-servo press, I think. No. We already have multi-servo press. We made that guy. We're making a crafter, I think. Yeah, there we go. We now have enough iron to make that. So there we go. Crafter. We can go back over here to this guy. And let's get the rotate tool. Alright, there we go. Multi-servo press. The multi-servo press is good at many things. One of the things it's good at is making plates. So we can do that. So if I wanted a signalum plate, we could make that in a multi-servo press. If I had some patterns, alright, there we go. So where is my multi-servo press? There we go. Alright, so now can I make this? I had to make silver gears. Alright. And we're now out of crafting space again. Do we eat the 30 RF per tick now that we have more energy and consolidate some of these crafters into iron crafters? Or do I start building out this part of the floor? I really don't want that many crafters. Yeah, I think we're going to have to start consolidating. We'll do that in a bit, though. Let's see here. Now, I think you can make this. But that multi-servo press is going to take a bit to do that, I think. We want to do this on demand, or in advance, though. He doesn't take that long. If he had some reinforced component, or whatever components, it would probably be okay. But there we go. Auxiliary reaction chamber. So now we can go in here and put that in there. And he generates 320 RF per tick. Or he would if he weren't full on power. Okay, I'm thinking it's definitely time to upgrade our power, or our crafters. We clearly have enough power, you know, for now. I'll do this centrifugal separator. I'm going to chuck you in here for now. Okay, so let's start by pulling out this crafter here. And let's make an iron crafter instead out of him. There we go. Good thing we had a chest. Okay. Alright. So, let's get this guy. And this guy. And we're going to dump them in there. And that should be all good for that. So you can have these crafters back. And we'll put the floor back. But are we full on pattern space? I mean, of course we are. I consolidated it, but I didn't do anything else with that. So we need to make another iron crafter. There we go. And we'll consolidate again. So we can break this guy. Alright. You are going there. You are going there. And you're going there. Okay. Let's do one more iron crafter. There we go. And we'll break this guy as well. I always take the wrong tool off my hotbar. Be impressive if it weren't annoying. Alright, so we're going to take you out. Put you in there. But, you know, not like that. Take you out. And put you there. There we go. 2 more empty crafters. And so let's make 1 more iron crafter. And there we go. Okay. Now we have enough space for 27 more patterns in the iron crafter. And we're now using 381 RF per tick. So, you know, that's more. But I think it's okay. Hey, you shouldn't go there. You should go there. Okay, how are we doing on this guy? Why are you off? I'm guessing he was hooked up to this guy. Yeah. Let's get some cable. Alright. Dig, dig, dig. There we go. Now you're back on. Okay. We'll just speed you up. Okay. There. Now I think everything should be back to good. And eventually we'll do gold crafters, which take even more energy. But this is fine for now, I think. Yeah. Let's see where we are energy-wise. I'd like to get 1 more of those travel anchors if we can. So you are still full. You are generating less energy than you could. You are draining. You cannot pull out fast enough. So we need to go fix that problem too. We need a pipe upgrade for him. He is producing too much energy to transfer. So let's do this guy. This will put him at 1024 RF per tick. I remember saying I would need to do that, and I didn't do that. Okay. This guy needs that. There we go. Now he can generate all his RF and put that all in there. So, yeah. This guy is gaining power. These guys are effectively stuck right now, so that's good. So, yeah, I would say that we're doing okay at the moment. We are out of tree oil. That is somewhat to be expected. Are we out of resin again? Yes, we are. Okay, so I pulled this over, and then I didn't have enough material to make another ender tank to move the resin. So I should have enough stuff to make another ender tank for resin now. Or rather, 2 ender tanks, I hope. Yeah, now we're okay. There we go. What color should these be? Resin's kind of brown, isn't it? So let's make some brown dye. We'll make it brown, white, white, because that sounds like it will be easy. Okay, so let's put these down here for a minute. And resin is going to be brown, white, white. Why? I don't know, because it is. That's why. Alright, let's go chuck 1 of these on the resin guy. There we go. He is now full. And then we're going to move this to where that other tank was. And that should pull in there. But he should largely be full most of the time, because we're just going to have plenty of that in being backstuffed in those machines, since we haven't been doing anything with it. Yeah, they still have a back stuff. They won't forever. He will burn through this fuel rather quickly, actually, but that's okay. We'll deal with that later. So, don't know if you noticed, but I did take down the power thing, the power monitor, turn these things on and off. The fuel is all renewable, so I'm just going to run the generators if they have fuel. If they don't, that's a problem, and we'll solve it. But this guy, he just isn't going to keep up much anymore, I don't think. So I'm not going to bother too much with Trio anymore. It's really just very early game renewable power. We would have to make like 50 more of those extractors and more trees to get enough tree oil to run any good kind of power. So it's simply not worth it to expand the tree oil past where it is. So he'll just burn his fuel until he can't, and that'll be fine. Yeah, okay. So that all looks good. Let's make one more travel anchor and get rid of that ladder. I don't want that ladder anymore. So travel anchor. There we go. Got enough iron to do that now. And we'll go in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm putting him in the corner, actually. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put him. So I'm going to go ahead and break the ladders. And we'll stand on them so that we can fill in things. Oops, that's the wrong tool. I wonder why it was so slow. Okay, I'll need some bricks for that, but fine. I'll have to go back to the other room, but that's okay. We'll go in here, and I'm going to make this guy the travel anchor for this room. This is going to be the machine room. Okay, so we can go down there, we can go back up there, or we can go to refined storage room. So, don't know if I'll make that travel stick thing. We'll see. I don't think I need it, but if I do, I'll get one. For now, this all looks good. Cable can go away. Let's get that polished andesite so we can put the ceiling back in that room. You're not what I wanted. You're cobblestone. I wanted this. There we go. That looks right. I would love it if there were facades for these things, but there's not. So we'll deal with that later. Realistically, we should switch this to using a Flux Plug 2, at least for the refined storage system. We're going to need probably more power than this guy can transfer really soon. So we'll solve that problem later, because at some point we're just going to come up here and it's going to be out of fuel or out of power, and I'll be like, what happened? And it'll be because I can't transfer enough power. But for the moment, I think that we're good. I also think that it's wrapping up point for today's episode. So I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit the like and subscribe buttons, and come back and see us next time when we will do more things. That's kind of what we do here. So, yeah, like, subscribe, come back, see you next time.